Have you ever wondered why your legs feel weaker, even though you're eating well, exercising, and doing everything right? Why does climbing stairs feel harder than it used to? Why does it take longer to stand up from a chair now? Is it just aging, or could there be something else going on? Here's the thing. It's not always what you're not doing. It's what you're already doing without realizing it might be causing harm. A lot of seniors make a small mistake every day, thinking they're making the right choice because fruits are supposed to be healthy, natural, and good for you. And sure, most fruits are fine. But here's the part nobody talks about. Not all fruits are great for older adults. Some fruits, the ones we eat without thinking twice, can slowly weaken your legs, cause knee pain, worsen joint inflammation, and make walking tougher. Fruits that seem healthy can actually hurt your mobility, balance, and leg strength. As we get older, our bodies change. Our circulation gets weaker, our metabolism slows down, and foods that used to help us can start causing problems, especially certain fruits. They look innocent and taste sweet, but they have acids, sugars, and other stuff that mess with blood sugar levels, cause joint inflammation, and weaken your legs. The worst part is, the damage happens slowly. You don't notice it until one day you feel sharp pain in your calves, soreness in your thighs, or stiffness in your knees after a short walk. Today, I'm going to tell you about 7 fruits that anyone over 60 should avoid if they want to protect their legs from long-term pain and weakness. Once you know the truth, you'll never look at your fruit bowl the same way again. So stick around if you care about staying strong and keeping your legs pain-free. Let's start with pineapple. It's tropical, juicy, and refreshing, and people say it's anti-inflammatory because of something called bromelain. But here's the catch. While many think pineapple reduces inflammation, it might actually be bad for seniors. Pineapple has strong acids and a lot of natural sugar, and those sugars aren't as harmless as they seem, especially if you're over 60. Let me explain. As we age, our blood vessels become more fragile and don't handle sugar spikes as well as they used to. Pineapple dumps a big dose of sugar into your bloodstream, which raises your blood sugar quickly. What does that do? It damages the tiny blood vessels that supply oxygen to your legs, feet, and muscles. Over time, this weakens circulation, and less oxygen gets to your legs. That's why you might feel tired, sore, or swollen after eating pineapple. Standing up brings stiffness in your knees. Your ankles might hurt even if you've been sitting all day. Plus, pineapple is acidic, and that acid can irritate your joints, especially if you already have inflammation or arthritis. It's like pouring fuel on a fire that's already burning in your ankles, hips, and knees. Some people even notice their legs feel heavier after eating pineapple, like their strength is slowly fading away. If you take medications, especially blood thinners, bromelain can also interact with them, making the drugs too strong or not effective enough. The sneaky thing about pineapple is that it doesn't cause obvious problems right away. There's no immediate pain or clear warning signs. It just slowly wears you down until one day you realize you can't move like you used to. The sad part is, most seniors don't realize the fruit they're eating for health might actually be contributing to the weakness they feel in their legs. What can you do? You don't need to cut out pineapple completely, but you should eat it sparingly, especially if you've been having persistent leg pain or unexplained swelling. The damage is subtle, but it's real. Next up, bananas. Bananas are soft, sweet, and full of potassium, so everyone says they're great for energy, preventing cramps, and helping muscles. But for seniors, it's a different story. Bananas have a lot of natural sugar and fast-digesting carbs, which means your blood sugar shoots up right after you eat them. When this happens often, it messes with your insulin, weakens circulation, and increases inflammation, all of which affect your legs. You might feel dull soreness when walking or climbing stairs, heaviness in your legs after meals, or stiffness in your calves. And that's not all. Bananas can also cause fluid retention, especially if you have heart issues. This leads to stiff joints, swollen feet, and puffy ankles. The tricky part is, you don't realize it's happening. You think bananas are good for your muscles, so you keep eating them, but they might actually be wearing you down. The worst part is, it doesn't happen overnight. Over time, eating bananas can make movement harder and cause more pain. If you've been feeling heavy aching or swollen legs, bananas might not be as harmless as they seem. Now let's talk about grapes. They look innocent, tiny, juicy, easy to snack on, and they're supposed to be heart-healthy and packed with antioxidants. But here's the problem. Seniors who eat grapes might notice mild leg pain, stiffness, or inflammation. Why? Because grapes contain fructose, a type of sugar that can be harmful in high amounts. Your liver absorbs fructose directly, and if it can't process it all, the excess turns into fat and uric acid. That's when the trouble starts, especially in your toes, ankles, and knees. Uric acid builds up in your joints, causing burning, aching, and swelling. Even light walking can feel uncomfortable because of the nagging pain. Ever had sharp pain in your big toe at night or unexpected stiffness in your calves? It could be from eating too many grapes. Fructose also fuels chronic inflammation, which makes moving slower and puts extra pressure on your joints. Grapes are super easy to overeat since they're small and tasty. Before you know it, you've eaten 2 or 3 cups, and all that sugar adds up. While grapes might seem like a healthy snack, they can quietly weaken your legs, reduce flexibility, and make walking less comfortable as you age. If you've been eating grapes regularly and noticing more stiffness or swelling, it's worth considering whether they're part of the problem. Watermelon is next. It's light, refreshing, and everyone agrees it's hydrating. It feels safe, has few calories, and is mostly water. But here's the secret. Watermelon has an extremely high glycemic index, meaning it raises your blood sugar levels fast, almost like candy. Those sugar spikes can really harm seniors, especially their legs. Let me break it down. When your blood sugar rises quickly, your body releases insulin. But as we age, our bodies don't regulate insulin as well, leading to inflammation, particularly in areas with poor circulation, like your calves, ankles, and knees. After eating watermelon, you might feel tired in your legs, sore during quick walks, or notice persistent swelling around your ankles. Climbing stairs might start to feel like climbing a mountain. Watermelon seems harmless because it's mostly water, but inside, it's like a sneaky trap that slowly wears down your legs. Most people eat a lot of it because it's juicy and refreshing. 1 slice turns into 2, then 3, adding more sugar, more stress, and more inflammation. You think you're just eating water, but instead, your blood sugar spikes, your circulation struggles, and your legs suffer. Does watermelon really help seniors stay hydrated, or is each bite making movement more uncomfortable? If watermelon is a regular part of your diet, and your legs have been feeling tired lately, it might be time to rethink how much you're eating. Oranges are bright, fragrant, and everywhere, in juices, supplements, and breakfasts. They're supposed to boost immunity thanks to vitamin C. But oranges might hide an uncomfortable truth for seniors, especially those over 60. Behind that citrusy glow is acid, which your joints don't like. Oranges are rich in citric acid, and while that might not sound like a big deal, it can irritate your joints, especially if you already have inflammation, stiffness, or arthritis. You might notice gradual morning stiffness in your knees, persistent hip pain, discomfort in your legs after sitting for a while, or increased swelling. You might think it's just aging, but that habit of drinking orange juice every morning could be making the pain worse. Here's what happens. The citric acid in oranges doesn't just affect your stomach, it gets into your bloodstream and aggravates your joints and delicate tissues. Plus, when combined with the fruit's natural sugar, it causes blood sugar fluctuations, leading to inflammation throughout your body. Every step feels heavier and more painful because the inflammation spreads to your knees, ankles, and calves. Oranges might not bother younger people, but for seniors with aging joints and slower circulation, the effects build up over time. The hardest part is, you're eating them thinking you're doing something good for your health, but now you know they might not be helping. Green apples look crisp, clean, and natural. Most people, especially seniors, think they're a healthier option because they're less sweet. They seem like a low-sugar snack, right? Well, here's the thing. Green apples might actually cause fatigue, stiffness, and leg pain. Two things make them risky: malic acid and hidden natural sugar. First, let's talk about malic acid. It gives green apples their sour taste, which is fine for younger people but can irritate aging digestion. As we get older, our gut lining becomes more sensitive, and malic acid can irritate tissues, including joints. Some seniors experience severe hip or thigh pain after eating green apples, while others feel a mild heat in their feet or tightness in their knees. It happens gradually, but over time the acid builds up and the pain becomes more frequent. Now about the sugar. Green apples still have natural sugars, even if they don't taste as sweet as red apples. For seniors with slower metabolisms, that sugar can cause blood sugar fluctuations, leading to tired calves, leg cramps at night, morning stiffness, or weakness when climbing stairs. The tricky part is, green apples are often eaten raw as a snack or even before bedtime, constantly affecting your body. They seem healthy and pure, but they might be making walking harder, stiffening joints, and making evenings more uncomfortable for aging bodies. Finally, let's talk about mango. It's juicy, soft, and almost like candy. Nearly everyone loves it, especially during summer. But here's the truth. Mango might be the worst fruit for seniors dealing with joint weakness and leg pain. Why? Because it's loaded with natural sugar. Not just a little, but a lot. That sugar causes your blood sugar to spike sharply and quickly. If you're active and under 30, your body can usually handle it. But after 60, your metabolism changes. That sugar rush causes an insulin spike followed by a crash. Each time this happens, your body produces inflammation deep in your joints, particularly in the soft tissues around your ankles, hips, and knees. If you have nerve issues, you might feel burning sensations in your toes, persistent tingling, evening swelling around your feet, or a creeping heaviness in your legs. Mango tastes light and fresh, so it's easy to eat too much, making the problem worse. That's the trick. The lightness fools you into thinking it's harmless, but the sugar triggers a response in your body. Over time, that sugar can cause joint pain, sluggish walking, and unsteady legs. Many seniors eat mangoes thinking they're a natural treat. Sure, it's natural, but natural doesn't always mean safe for weaker circulation and aging joints. Now you've seen the full picture. These 7 fruits might seem healthy, but they can cause problems for people over 60. The good news is, some fruits have the opposite effect. They strengthen your legs, reduce joint pain, and fight inflammation. Let's talk about what you should eat instead. First, berries, blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, etc. These small fruits are great for reducing inflammation. They're gentle on blood sugar, high in antioxidants, and low in sugar. Best of all, they improve circulation, especially in your legs, making it easier to move and reducing stiffness and swelling. Next, cherries, but in moderation. Cherries can lower uric acid, reducing the chances of gout and joint pain flare-ups. They soothe sore joints and relieve burning sensations in your knees or toes. A small handful, not too much, can make a big difference. Then there's avocado. Yes, it's technically a fruit, and it's one of the best for healthy joints. Why? Because it has beneficial fats that reduce internal inflammation and cushion your joints. It also helps regulate insulin, giving you steady energy without blood sugar spikes. If you're looking for something easy to digest, try papaya. This soft, tropical fruit contains enzymes that reduce inflammation and aid digestion. It's gentle on aging joints and easy on the stomach. And don't forget pears. Eat them with a bit of fiber or protein. They're subtly sweet without being too sugary, and they give you energy without overtaxing your legs. All of these fruits support your body instead of working against it. They don't cause discomfort or swelling. They help your body feel stronger, balanced, and more comfortable. Remember, it's not just about eating fruit, it's about choosing the right ones for your age. Pick fruits that suit your body now, and you'll notice firmer steps, smoother movements, and clearer mornings. Let's wrap this up. If you've stuck around this long, It tells me you care about your future, your strength, and your health. Here's the bottom line. It's not too late to make changes. You've still got time to improve, and you're not alone in this. Aging is tough. Pain, stiffness, and fear of falling creep up on you and can sometimes make you feel like your body is slipping away. But here's the reality. You can take control by making small, smart adjustments instead of drastic changes. One meal, one fruit, one decision at a time. The fruits we talked about today aren't inherently bad, but they might not be the best choice for your health anymore, and that's okay. Aging doesn't mean giving up, it means getting smarter. When you start eating mindfully and choosing foods that support your strength, circulation, and joints, you'll notice a difference. Less pain, more flexibility, smoother mornings, and lighter steps. That's the goal, not fear or restriction. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Tell us what you learned today and what change you're planning to make in the comments section. Sharing helps everyone, so let's support each other. Hit the like button if this video was helpful or opened your eyes even a little. Subscribe so you don't miss any info that could help your health, and turn on notifications before you leave. Type 1 if this video was useful. If not, type 0. Your comment matters more than you think. Stay strong, stay aware, and remember, your legs are what keep you independent.